spirit, you know, told me to get rid of my Beyonce CD.
Where all my gems at?
Happy rising, my gems. This is probably like, well, this is probably going to be, I don't know, I might show y'all some clips from earlier. But your girl is just, I'm in a moment right now. A lot of sadness. I'm on my way to Mercedes to go ahead and get this oil change. But I'm in a moment of sadness about my pooch. Y'all hear the light for the oil change coming on. It's been coming on like more and more frequently. So I'm like, it's been 3 days since it first started coming on, but now it's like boop. I'm like every day I'm like, let me get my arse on over there because I don't got time for the BS. But I'm just sad right now because it's coming closer to the date that we're going to be euthanizing my pooch. And it's hard to look at her. It's hard to look at her knowing that I've had to make such a tough decision. And it just feels like energetically, she's just tired. You know, the kids are grown. She's been with them since they were babies. She was a baby. They grew up together. And, you know, now she just sits in the house all day. You know what I'm saying? And it's like with her in this pissing situation, I can't pick her up how I want to because, you know, she pissy, you know, and that's like, it's just not healthy. It's not good. We have to keep cleaning her. And it's like her situation is just getting worse. And I just, you know, I love her so much. But anywho, needless to say, y'all, if you have a pet, you know, you understand where I'm coming from. Hell, if you have a child, if you have a family member, because even though they're our fur babies, this is like losing a child. Okay, it's like losing a family member, a close loved one, you know. And when you have to make a tough decision like this, you know what I'm saying? This puts you in the chair of having to, you know, play God, you know, in someone's life. And I gave it some time for this to get better, but it's not getting better. And it's just hard. It's hard to see her. You know, it's hard to, when I first got her, I remember when I took her from her mom and her brothers, and I promised her I would always take care of her because I knew I took her from her family. But thank God, because 3 weeks later, all the puppies died. They ended up eating something, or I don't know what happened, but 3 weeks later, all the puppies died. So, you know, and she's 15 this year. I believe 15 this year. So it's just, I don't know, y'all. Oh my word. I don't know. This just does not feel good. It does not feel good. And I'm so emotional. Let me see if this is it. It looks so different, like, you know, when it's dark out here. Yeah, this is it. I'm at the Mercedes thing. It looks so dark, but yeah, I don't know, y'all. I'm gonna have to get me some real serious therapy. Oh, somebody pulled up. Okay, I'm pulling up in service. Yeah, I'm gonna have to get me some real serious therapy, y'all. Like, they not even open, y'all. Look, you know, you're early. They not even open. My appointment is at 7. It's 6:45. But I want to get here because you see it's already 2 people. Well, it's 1 person really was in front of me, but I didn't know you could pull up right there. But it's okay because they went around me. But it's okay. But yeah, I want to get to the gym because my class starts at 9:45. So I want them to be done. You know what I'm saying? I want them to be done. So, oh my word, y'all. I'm just, yeah. But anywho, back to the story. I was taking her home with me, and I remember her sitting in my passenger seat, and she was so little, y'all. She was so small. She was so little sitting in my passenger seat, and I remember telling her, I looked over at her, and she just sat there. because she trusted me with her life. You know, she just sat there and she looked up at me, and I looked over at her and I said, I know I took you from your mom and your brothers, your family, but I'm going to be your family now. And I promise you, I am going to take care of you. I remember saying that to her. I said, I'm going to take care of you. I promise you, I'm going to take care of you. So to have to make this decision, I've tried 50 times to record this without crying. I keep trying to record this without freaking crying. Okay? But I promised her I would take care of her. And I'm hoping that I'm making the right decision. I don't want any guilt on my heart. And I just don't know how to be okay with this decision. But she's not well. She's not. And she's a very seasoned pooch, you know. She's a very seasoned pooch. And I've had some great years with her. And she did exactly what I needed her to do. And I'm hoping, and I know that I did exactly what she needed me to do. But we have come to the end of the road. And I need to be okay with that. I'm going to be okay with that. I wouldn't wish this on my worst enemy. It doesn't feel good. It definitely does hurt. And like I said, I have to be strong for me, for her. It's just when I was reading the process, you know, of what they do, how they give them like a shot to kind of like relax them, and then they give them a shot that eventually stops the heart and the breathing. And then they ask you, do you want to be there? I don't want to be there. And you can have your kids there, and they can even come to your house and do it, but I'm not going to do that one. You can get like paw prints. You know, they can do the final paw print or thing of that nature. I don't know if I want to do that. But I'm going to sit with her, and I'm going to talk to her for the next couple of days, because it's coming to that time. And I'm going to talk to her, and I'm hoping to get some closure for the both of us. I don't know if I will. I'm pretty sure eventually I will. And I want to record this raw, as much as I tried to be strong. But I want to record this raw because I know one day in the future, to my future self, girl, I hope you have made every attempt to heal, because this hurt. It hurt. And I wish you well. And I'm going to send you every ounce of energy within me today. I'm sending it to you now because I know you're going to need it. I know for a fact you're going to need it. And I just want to say to my future self who watches this a year from now, that you are very strong, and you are very bold, and you are very courageous, and I salute you. And I thank you for doing the work to heal, to get past this, because I know this hurt. I know this hurt. But I know you are going to be a more healed version of who I am today. So I thank you for the work. And this is what, we had to do. It was another chapter in our book. And I'm grateful that we will get through it as we got to it. And thank you for doing the work, because I know it hurt. I know it hurt. And that's that, y'all. It is this here. These are the times that I know I'm going to come out of this stronger. You know what I'm saying? That's why I always say, go through your storms. Go through your storms, because they're going to come. Okay, whether you want them to or not, they're going to come. But you just have to ask for the strength, the courage, the willpower, the perseverance, the support. I wish YouTube would let a lot of my comments or any of my comments come, because I would love to hear from a lot of you who I know will send well wishes and things of that nature. For whatever reason, I don't see none of y'all comments. So if y'all watch and y'all leaving comments, you know, if I don't respond back to you, it's because I never saw it. For whatever reason, my comments are disappearing. It looks as if I have no engagement, and I know that's a lie, because I could see the platform growing, and it's just something, somewhere, somehow, someone, you know what I'm saying? Just, it is what it is. That God will take care of that. But I can feel you guys' well wishes. I don't have to see them. I can feel it when you guys watch the videos and, you know, you say what you say. Kind of like when I went through the situation with finding out that the guy who I thought was my father wasn't my father. I could feel y'all well wishes. That was another big blow. I've been receiving a lot of big blows. That's why I say when it comes to Sighren, y'all really are getting the real. And because I am a teacher and a healer, everybody think that my life is perfect. Like, I don't go through anything. Like, I figure everything out. That was the whole purpose of me starting to vlog, to show my clients, to show my customers that I have trials and tribulations too. The thing is, God has blessed me with a gift to figure out all y'all problems, but to deal with my own. I'm like, when it come to me, baby, it hits hard, you know? But I'm grateful for the gift. I'm grateful for God and everything that God has bestowed within me. I'm grateful for who I am. I'm grateful for the time I've had with my pooch. I'm grateful to even come to this, because I know this will help somebody out there. Somebody will see this who's probably considering this same situation or having to deal or face this same situation. Somebody somewhere, whether it is a family member, you know, a pooch, you know, whomever, you'll get through it. Be strong. Everything you get to, you'll get through. That's just the message of it all. Okay. All right. So we are here. We're finally pulling in. So, I got trash. Let me let them. Lord, y'all, it's early in the AM, and I am already with the shizznickles. Okay. For 7 o'clock. All right. Let me make sure. Hey. Let me make sure I got the right one. All right, y'all. I'll be back. Yep. All right, so we're gonna go over here and get some snacks. Oh, I love this, y'all. Y'all know I love that Tiffany blue, black and white. That's cute. I might get that. I don't know how much it is, but I might get that. I like the color. Oh, and they got the little shirt, y'all. So this is what they have up in this one, y'all. Banana. Muffin. Look at that. Good chair. All right.
He did caution a couple things, but nothing major.
Alright.
Spark plugs, engine air filter, transmission service, those are all maintenance items. You can do those
Okay.
whenever it's best for you. And he recommended the belt.
y'all, so we are out of there. And yeah, $420.98 for a god dang on oil change. Okay, now after they took off, they gave me a discount. I don't know what, but it ended up coming down to $307.94. So okay, I'm loving that. And when it comes to everything is good, everything is in the green, nothing is in the red. Thank you, Jesus. But I will have to get a belt, a replacement belt within like another year, they said. I'm gonna have to replace the belt, which is $333. The spark plugs, $677.25. It's gonna be once I hit, I think, that 5 years, some shit like that. $677.25. The engine filter, $150.50, and then a transmission service of $632.85. So we're looking at about maybe $1,800, $1,600 to $1,800 worth of work that I'll probably have to do within like another year. That's why I'm going to be selling her. Okay, that's why I'm going to be selling her. So yeah, I just want to make sure everything stay on point. Her tires are good, everything is A1. I want to make sure all of this maintenance stay on point, because within the next year we will be cha-ching. Okay, yeah, once you get to that point where all that heavy work, ooch, that's what I was getting ready to do with the Range Rover, because she was getting to the point where she needed a lot of work done, you know, because it was just time. We kept up the maintenance on her, but she was getting to that point like this, where we was getting to that point where we was going to have to start fixing stuff up under that engine. It was time for a lot of things to be replaced, because the truck was like a couple years old. So she, you know, I miss my baby, I ain't gonna lie, I miss her, but she was starting to give me problems. Her engine light kept coming on. I didn't understand why. When I took it, there was one thing that they need, I forget what it was, but it was $1,800 when I took it to get it diagnostic. It was like $1,800, and before I could even get that fixed, because I was getting ready to get it fixed, that's when they came and just snatched her up. So yeah, but it is what it is on that. They said pick a color. So you know what that be? Another one. Which I was getting ready to get a new one anyway, because she was a luxury Range Rover. So she was their top of the line Range Rover. Her original sticker price was $160,000. So she was a big one. I had the biggest Range Rover. And she came with all the bells and whistles, and on the side, that's why you would see the luxury on the side of it. And it was just like, when I got her, it was okay. And I only used her really for the road, I ain't gonna lie, because you know, when it comes to going on the road, me and babe, we love a good old road trip, right? And I wanted to be comfortable. And I had this one, the Mercedes was like my everyday truck. And then when we went on our road trips, we would travel in our Range Rover, because it was very good for road miles. For highway miles, it was very good for that, because I had the Range Rover that could go drive through the woods and all. Like, that was the big shebang. Like, it, you know, it had the oh God, what do you call that? When the hydraulic, you know, and you can put it on mountain and all of that stuff, which all Range Rovers, you could do that. But I had the one that you can literally like drive on water and stuff. It was just, it was very, I didn't even use a lot of the bells and whistles on that truck. I didn't. But that's why it was so big, because it was, you can drive it through the woods, through the forest and all of that stuff, and do all of that rough life. But we just kept it up on the miles. I mean, on the highways, you know what I'm saying? So we could just have a nice, comfortable drive on the highway. But I miss her. But they said pick a color. That's when I say, well, babe, what we gonna do? He was like, pick a color, which you know what that means. You just whatever you want, you know. So I'm gonna get a smaller one. I'm not gonna get the big luxury one with that big old engine and stuff. But I love sitting high. That's what I loved about that one, because I could raise it up and it was high, because I like to sit high. So I don't know. I don't think I'll get that one again, but I might want something like that one again, because because I really don't like the small ones. I don't like the sport one. Oh my word, I don't like the sport one, you know, so I don't know. But anywho, I'm done with this one, paying on everything. I'm feeling not a little bit better, but you know, when it comes to my pooch, I'm still like, you know, in my feelings about that. I'm on my way to the gym. I'm getting ready to take a class, so that'll kind of get my mind off. And then after that, I talked to Bay, so you know, he already know how I'm feeling. So I'm probably just gonna do a little bit of shopping. I want to go get a pillow and some books. That's all I want to get, is a pillow for my chair and some books for that little table, and I'll be done with that area. The clock that I put up fell. I heard this crazy noise like boom, boom, boom. I'm like, what is that? And yeah, I ain't gonna lie, y'all, I've had that big, because that clock is heavy. If I put it on the scale, that thing probably weighed 10 pounds. And I just wanted to see what it looked like. You know what I'm saying? So I know if I want to keep it. And I put it up on some thumbtacks, y'all. Yes, I did. I put 2 thumbtacks in the wall and I hung it up on there. And I just didn't take it down. I forgot to take it down. And eventually it got heavy and it just bloomed. But thank God it didn't break. It just fell right on top of the chair. So, yeah, I've been trying to find like pillows for the chair. The pillow that I had before, I don't know what happened to it, so I'm gonna go get a beige pillow. I found a green pillow that says no place like home or something. I found that at Hobby Lobby the other day. I put that on there. I kind of like that vibe, but I want to put a white pillow behind it, and I bought like a yellow flower. So now all I have to do is get the books to put that airplane on, and that area will be done. I might change the rug. I'm thinking about putting that rug in my bedroom that's there, and I want to kind of change the rug because I'm just not vibing the rug for that area. So the rug is just giving it's a little too bold of a statement for me. It's not bad, but it's just a little too bold of a statement. So I think I might take that rug and put that in my bedroom, because I don't like the fact that my the bed, it moves, you know what I'm saying? So I feel like that would help the bed to not move. So yeah. Oh, there goes a Dollar Tree. Yeah, I'm getting ready to focus on my nails, like putting some garlic on my nails, the garlic polish on my nails to kind of build them, because I don't know why putting nails on, it's too much for me. I just want to let, you know, my nails do their own thing and keep it like that. But anywho, let me get to this gym. Let me get these you know, this little workout in. Hopefully I'm pretty sure I'll do okay. I gotta take my my B12. This is the B12 that I got. Remember, I got this from Sprouts. I took y'all with me to Sprouts when I got these. It's a B12, and it's like little, let me show y'all what it looked like. It's some little paper. It's the craziest thing. You get it in this, and then what you have to do is open it, and it's like a little paper. I could take it now. And this is it. It's a little strip, and you put it on your tongue. That's it. And then it just dissolves on your tongue. And I take these before I go and I work out. Okay. I'm letting it dissolve. I don't want it to, because it'll stick to the top of my mouth. So I'm letting it dissolve with the saliva on my tongue. All right, so, oh, there go 5 and below right there. I gotta go in there. When I come out of the gym, because I'm over here by the gym, I went in Target really quick because I wanted to get me some Fabuloso. It's not the best cleaning product, but I'm like, where's LA Fitness? I think it's straight up this way, y'all. It just, let me see. It should be a sign. Yeah, I see LA Fitness over there. But yeah, it's not the best cleaning. It's not the best cleaning. But this one, watermelon, I saw that and I was like, you know what? Anything to get the smell. Because remember, with me using ammonia on top of the urine for my pooch, it's adding to the urine smell. So it's cleaning it up, but it's, the smell is just, it's like now I smell urine and ammonia. You know what I'm saying? It's like it's enhancing the smell. So I have to get something like this that has like a different scent, you know, on top of it. So I can, you know, continue to go in there and clean it up, because it's the smell for me. That stench is just too strong. So yeah, I made it over here to LA Fitness, Le Signature. Yeah, I don't know about this signature stuff, honey. It ain't making sense to me. Like I say, I don't see the point of people having to pay a signature price when the club, there's nothing about this that says different, better than, you know, I don't know. I don't, like I say, I think after this week, I'm just going to go to the other club. I'm not going to come back to this one because this one here is the furthest. It's a little bit further. Just a little bit. Difference of like 1.5 miles, I think. But yeah, I think I'm going to just go to the regular club because they got Pilates. I'm like, how y'all don't got Pilates and y'all let the regular club have Pilates and y'all don't have Pilates? So yeah. I'm gonna do this class today. I like the class though, I ain't gonna lie. I like the class that I did the other day. I like the 2 classes. I had 2 different instructors, and first of all, they both in their 60s. These women be inspiring me. They be inspiring me to get my shit together. Okay, they don't play. But and these women stay in the class the whole time. I be in there, you know, because my arms get noodle and stuff, and then my energy, you know, I gotta definitely work on my iron and, you know, getting my energy up, getting my blood flow correct. So, but yeah, I went in Target. I got the Fabuloso, you guys. So I'm gonna see how that smell, because I just really, I don't like it for yeah. I also went in Target and I got this flower. So you know that white and black flower I have? I don't like the base. Remember I told y'all? So I got this one right here. It's long, but look at the base. The base is giving more, because it's introducing that green, and it's just a little more classic. You know what I'm saying? So I like this base as opposed to that other one. It gives like a regular basic plant container. It just wasn't cute, so I would have had to buy something to put that in. So I just went and bought this flower right here. I'm going to take that and see what it looks like on the counter. And you know, I think that one will look a lot better. This one, of course, is a lot smaller. It's not as grandioso as the other. So I'm just going to compare the 2 to see if I just want to keep that other one and put the you know, get another flower pot for it. You know, pot it in something cuter than that, because I cannot stomach the base that one is in. It's so ugly. And it's so black, and it does nothing for the counter. Like the flower does, but the pot doesn't. It look crazy. So yeah, I'm just working on that. I got like about 20 minutes before my class start, y'all. And I'm gonna go in there probably 10 minutes before it start, get a little workout. Once I'm done with that, go in the sauna. Over here, I don't like this sauna though. That infrared sauna, I don't like it. I don't start sweating until like about maybe 25 minutes, like 5 minutes before I get ready to get out. You know, I like a sauna where they have the rocks and you have to pour the water on top and you get that steam. I like that. Okay, those saunas right there, to me, and from what I have done research on, shows that those saunas are better than the infrared saunas. Okay, because you get a natural heat, you know what I'm saying? With that water on those hot rocks, you get a natural heat as opposed to the infrared, which is more of like a manipulated type of heat. You know what I'm saying? It has its advantages, but it also has its disadvantages, and it just appears that the other sauna has more of a natural advantage than this infrared stuff. So I don't know. I mean, I'm not feeling a VIP. You know, I'm really truly not. I'll probably come here from time to time. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, if I want to come over here specifically to this TJ Maxx, because everything, even my bank is over here. Like, everything is over here that I can possibly need. So I could see me coming over here from time to time, but I don't know what's by the other one, because I haven't been to the other one. I don't know what's over there. But I know that one is like right off the highway. So yeah, my spirit, you know, told me to get rid of my Beyonce CD. Of all the CDs I ever owned, this is the only one that I kept in my truck all these years. B-Day. This was my favorite album of hers. And like I say, this was the only one. Let me see if I can take it out. This was the only one that I was able to, that I kept. So this is the only one that's in my truck. Let me see, hold on. Yeah, it's like, I don't know. Okay, come on, baby. Why is it not coming out? So my spirit told me to trash it. So I was thinking maybe I'll just take it to Goodwill. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, I'll probably just take it to Goodwill, you know. And, you know, I'll get rid of it there. But my spirit told me to trash
After I
it.
finish
See?
the film of my life, Dreamgirls.
So I am actually getting ready to take this CD and I'm going to toss it in the trash. I don't know how y'all feel about her and Jay-Z being on them Epstein files, but I told y'all I agree with some things about Beyonce and some things I don't agree. I've always believed that she may have been involved in somewhat of an occult or satanic background. You could tell by her music, you could tell by her videos, and if you are a true bee of the beehive, if you're a true beehive member, you can't help but see, you know, the things that she promote and talk about. She did switch. I don't think that's the same Beyonce from Destiny's Child. Something happened and something else came in and took over, and she did speak of that. But not that I don't want to support, you know, because I feel like everybody can be redeemed. You know what I'm saying? But to have this energy in my house and around me in my car, and every time I get in is, you know, Beyonce looking up at me and stuff, and that was the only thing that was in here. I just don't care to support, you know, any type of energy that's just whatever she's on, that's her business, that's her path. Whatever she want to do, that's her business, that's her path. But I just don't choose to have that energy you know, around me, you know, with a lot of this music. I've been a part of the music industry, not on a major part, but to my own merit, and I know a lot of the stuff that they do to the music. I know now a lot of the stuff that they do to the music, and when they say they put energies in here and they pull on energies, it's very much so true. Not saying Beyonce, but I'm just saying in music in general, there are processes and there are certain rituals that they do over the music. All right, y'all, it's class time, but why it's looking like we have a different instructor again, I don't know. So let's go get this workout on. Here we go. Y'all, why they switched it to yoga? I don't know if my class was 8:30, but it said 9:45, but they switched it to yoga. So looks like I'm just gonna go do the sauna for like 30 minutes. Then I'm gonna leave here and I'm gonna go do a little shopping. It looks like I'm gonna just have to do my steps at the house when I get back over to the apartments, go to that gym, and then get my steps out of the way. So, all right, y'all. So these are the options that I have for up here. Okay, so I got this flower here. It's gonna go on top of this board. This is the newest one that I got. This one, I got it from Ross. Kind of make this a little cuter. I got it from Ross. Okay, and it'll go up on here like so. So I don't know what y'all think about that one. Okay, this is the second option. All right, now the second option I got from Target. Okay, it's a little bit taller, a little bit smaller, but that's option number 2. It has the green in it. I don't know if I'm really vibing the green. I kind of like the black contrast on top of this wood as opposed to the green. Okay, so this is the one that I got from Target. This one was actually $30. The first one was, I think, $12.99. This one was $30. Okay. Now, lastly was the one that I had originally, the first one. This one is actually $40. It's the most expensive of the 3. Okay, so I feel like, you see, I don't like the bottom, that pot, because it gives, like, it's so plain, it's so ugly. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just, this doesn't give decor. This looks like it's supposed to be on a porch. You know what I'm saying? So it's giving more like an outside vibe. I think of all the 3, I'm thinking that I like this one best. Okay, I think this is the one that I'm going to stick with. I'm liking that one best because it's not too tall, it's not too big. I love the way it's continuing with the the theme of the kitchen with that wood, the black, the greens, and the white. It just continues out throughout the kitchen. And I think, you know, when I have this right here, this is why I got these coasters. So I think I'm gonna stick with that one, y'all. This one here is really like, it's giving me a vibe. It's giving me a moment, okay? And it's not too big. Like I say, it's not too overpowering. So I feel like that's gonna be it. I love the black. Like I said, I like the base and everything. And it has a little bit of rock up in here. You know what I'm saying? So you see on the inside how it has that, I think y'all can see it. You see that rock? Let me turn it this way. So it really does have like a whole look. You know, you get a whole vibe with this one. So I think this is gonna be the winner. This is the look. I love that I'm putting it up on this plate because I wanted to sit it up because I really didn't want that black on black like that because it blends it in. So yeah, I wanted to sit it up and put it on top of there. So I think we have a winner, y'all. So that's it. That's the look. That's the vibe, y'all. All right, y'all, so this is what I'm coming up with now. I put that white cream pillow over there with the brown. As you can see, the clock fell. I'm a little nervous about putting that up. But I put the little yellow flowers over there to bring about a little more of the yellow. On camera, it's not really showing the yellow on the sofa. It's looking a little dull. I just noticed that, but it's like bright yellow like the flower. But I think that's gonna be it. Once Bay gets here, he's gonna put the clock up, and then I just have to put the books over there up underneath the plane. I haven't found any yet. It's so crazy because I see the books all the time, and I'm not vibing with Amazon anymore, you guys. I told y'all I don't know if I'm gonna take a long break, but I'm not vibing with Amazon anymore. So I had to detox, and Amazon was one of the things that I decided to let go of. So yeah, Bay is gonna put that clock back up. I'm gonna find the 2 books to go up under that plane, and then that's gonna be it, y'all. I'm not doing anything else to this area. It's just gonna be my little seating area. That's it, my little creative seating area. So then I'm gonna be done. That's it. So I know it looks a little cray right now with that with that clock on the ground, but yeah. Hey, gems. I am already out and about, so excusez-moi for not introducing myself at the house. But I'm already out and about. I'm actually just leaving the farmer's market. Today I decided to get a apple cinnamon empanada. So that's what it looks like. So let's taste it. Let's see. Y'all know, I'm just gonna eat the bread. It would have been better if it was fresh, but I would have to go put this in the oven, cook it a little more, or warm it up, because I'm not really crazy about the bread. The bread is giving like cracker. It looks a little dry on the inside. I don't like that. That was $7. Yeah, that's a no. Let me see what else I got. I got some tea. This one is for Sandman, and this one here is for detoxing, purify the liver, the kidneys, and all of that. So this is a detoxing tea, also anti-inflammatory. It get rid of a lot of toxins and heavy metals and parasites and stuff. It helps to cleanse and detox. So this one was 22, and I think this one was 12. So I got that. Like I said, I make a lot of tea on my own, but I also like to support other businesses that does it as well. Just because I make tea don't mean I'm not going to support another business that does. You know, that's what life is about. Even though somebody do the same thing you do, you know, it's enough money out here for everybody to win. So I just like to support, you know, other companies that sell like a lot of homemade products and stuff like that. I got some carrots, cute little batch of carrots. Okay. I also got some lettuce. I think it's like something butter lettuce. Okay. I got a bundle of that, and they didn't have much. I got some cilantro for your salad, and I got both some red potatoes and white potatoes. So yeah, that's all I got. So now I gotta go by the grocery store because one, I'm gonna get a pizza because I like to get things for the week for me to cook, so I don't have to be leaving throughout the week. So I'm gonna grab me like maybe a pizza or two. Oh God, I didn't tell y'all. And I'm not even gonna tell y'all because I'm not gonna tell y'all. I'm gonna gatekeep something. Cause I don't like to tell y'all stuff and then y'all go do it in a way. And it's not y'all, it's the watchers. You know, it's the people that watch me that look at everything I do and then they take it to their audience. And I'm so sorry to my audience that I'm gonna have to gatekeep. But I'm gonna let y'all in on a lot of stuff, but some things I'm not. And this is just one of them. I'm gonna gatekeep this one. I'm so sorry. They messed it up for y'all. Okay, unfortunately. That's just sad. It's just some people can mess it up. Anywho. But anywho. So yeah, I'm gonna gatekeep that. But anywho, what else was I gonna say? Oh, so I'm gonna go to the grocery store. I'm gonna get a pizza for the week so I can have my food for the week. I'm gonna get some water. I have more than enough of my watermelon drink. I'm still doing vegan, okay? Well, plus I eat the cheese, so I can't really say vegan all the way, but I don't know, because I still eat the cheese on a pizza, but that's the only like animal product. I don't consume milk, but milk may be included in some of the product that I eat. Like if you could be vegan and eat a candy bar which has milk in it, so does that mean you're not vegan? You know what I'm saying? I guess let's just say I'm not doing any meats, okay? I guess we could say it that way. So yeah, that's that. I'm gonna there's other things I'm gonna do, but like I said, I'm in a space right now where I'm doing a lot of healing and detoxing, and a very powerful shadow work project is coming up where I'm gonna have to do some extreme shadow work, okay? If you want to know more about shadow work and how to do shadow work, one, you could Google, but two, you could check out my seminars, okay? I give y'all a little bit over here on the vlogs, you know what I'm saying? But if you want more detail on how to successfully do, because Google will give you just an overall broad span of what shadow work is, and even there's people out here that tell you, oh, this is shadow work, but it's not. A lot of people think journaling is shadow work. It's not. It's a small speck of it, but shadow work is totally different. Remember, the key word of shadow work is shadow. Okay, that's all I can tell you. The key part of shadow work, when you think about shadow, you know what I'm saying? That's what you need to focus on. But yeah, so I'm gonna be doing that, and just I don't know, yeah. I'm thinking about some other stuff that I don't want to talk about just yet, but there's a lot of things that 2026, when we get there, will bring. Which y'all know I celebrate the new of the year in spring. Shout out to those of you who celebrate the new of the year in spring now, since you've been watching your girl. Okay, it's like I'm tired of shouting out these low vibrational, just succubus energy vampires. So I'm not gonna shout them out no more, because they don't ever shout me out. They take my whole life, but they never shout me out. Okay, they never say nothing. You're weird. You're weirdos. You're coming off like weirdos, and I don't like to be rude or disrespectful to my women, but I will definitely give you the energy that you give me. But you're weird. Okay. Anywho. So yeah, I be want to tell y'all a lot of stuff, but unfortunately I have to gatekeep. You know what I'm saying? I'm vlogging, but I can't really live my life. I got to be very suspect about what it is. I mean, very cautious about what it is that I put out, because you know, I don't want people getting hurt. You know what I'm saying? If people see me doing a detox or they see me fasting is not for everybody. And there is a very, very critical way you're supposed to fast. You can literally kill yourself trying to fast, okay? You can mess your body up trying to fast if you don't know how to do it. And when I say, oh, I'm fasting, y'all, I haven't eaten for 3 days, or I'm fasting again, I don't want to put that information out there where, okay, I'm fasting, and then people just see, oh, she fasting, so let me fast. You know what I'm saying? It's like, that's weird. That's so weird. But unless I can, you know, put more information out there, which I won't. I'll just tell y'all, look, y'all, I'm fasting, or I haven't eaten anything in a couple days, or, you know, whatever. I'm just going to do it like that, because these energy vampires out here, they hungry. They hungry for content. And it's unfortunate, but, you know, it is what it is, y'all. Y'all just, I'm going to give y'all as much as I possibly can, okay? But anywho, let me go to the grocery store. I want to get these foods put back up. Let me go to the grocery store. I need to still see if I can find them books to go on that little table. And yeah, I'll talk to y'all when I get back to the house, okay?